Hi everyone! I wanted to share some of the main steps that I took to create this painting so that anyone who is new to watercolor or gouache can get a general idea of the process. I hope you find this video somewhat helpful. So here I've just done a very rough outline of the boat, and the rest of it I'll just paint as I go along. I'm using a very diluted ultramarine blue and a wet brush, and as I go further out I'm going darker by using more saturated paint and also adding a little bit of red to darken the shade of blue. Whilst the paint is still wet and working very fast, I start adding some clean water, just dropping it in onto the paper, letting it bloom outwards. If you don't work fast enough and your paint dries, you'll notice you don't get the bloom effect that you're looking for, so you do have to be very quick using paints like watercolor or gouache. This is where I'm going to place my jellyfish, and I feel like it gives them a really nice kind of glow effect. Whilst I wait for this blue paint to dry, I start adding the block colours of my boat. This is just a first layer, and I'm outlining and just adding a little bit of colour. I go back to the blooms and I start adding in my jellyfish. I'm using a brush dipped in clean water to wipe away some of the blue colour in the shape of the jellyfish body. And I start outlining using a slightly more saturated blue again, just drawing in my jellyfish. Once I've added general shape of the jellyfish, I'm just going to carry on adding more layers to my boat painting. And then I'm just using a small piece of paper to cover the boat, and I want to add some sparkle to the water, so I'm using acrylic paint, or you can use the white paint that comes with your watercolors or your gouache paint, and an old toothbrush, and I'm just flicking the paint over my paper, and this just creates like stars or glitter sparkles in the water. I apologize for the bad quality of my video. This was the first one that I recorded. I moved locations a few times and my camera was a little too high and I had to crop it to bring it a little closer, but it did affect the quality. So again, I'm adding more layers to my boat and to my jellyfish. I'm just kind of removing some of the blue from around them just to make the glow a little bit brighter. And then using white paint, a white pencil or a white gel pen, I'm just adding some curved lines, which are basically the ripples in my water. Then using a white gel pen, I'm adding outlines and giving the jellyfish a little bit more of that glow effect. And then I go back into my painting using a clean wet brush. I'm removing some of the paint and then dotting in a little bit of colour just to kind of make it a little bit more magical. It's just something that I felt like adding as I was painting. And then I'm dropping a little bit of the pink and yellow colour that I'm using into the jellyfish just to kind of give them a little bit more of a glowy effect, and I feel like it ties everything together. And that's it, that's the finished painting. I hope you found this video somewhat useful. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos similar to this, please subscribe to my channel. If you like my artwork and you'd like to see more, take a look at my Instagram, which I've linked below.